Good evening, distinguished guests, members of the Lorain City Schools Board of Education, Mr. Williams, Mr. Ballard, Superintendent Dr. Jeffrey Graham, and other central office administration, parents, staff, and students. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the Lorain High School Awards Banquet for the 2015-2016 school year. Lorain High's vision commits to providing an environment where every student can learn and achieve success. This is something the student body, student leadership, and all staff work very hard to achieve each and every year. Tonight is one of the most important events on the school calendar because it's an occasion where we publicly recognize that success. We acknowledge through awards and student performance, academic achievement, citizenship, student potential, a commitment to excellence, and student leadership. As a school community, we strive to continue to develop and refine the curriculum with a commitment to personalizing learning and creating engaging, student-centered learning experiences. As we recognize the outstanding achievement of our young people this evening and their dedication to excellence, I would also like to thank and acknowledge the large number of dedicated and committed teachers across our high school who work tirelessly to enrich the lives of young people and engage them in their learning. Please stand so that we can recognize our teachers on Teacher Appreciation Day. Thank you for recognizing our teachers. This was a big week for our teachers because we do recognize all their efforts with Teacher Appreciation Week, and I appreciate that standing ovation for all of our teachers in the room. I would like to personally thank my administrative team, Mr. Akasi, Mr. Jama, Ms. Ray, the guidance department, and the LHS building leadership team. Without their hard work and support, we would not be able to provide our students with the opportunities to grow as scholars and citizens. Additionally, I would also like to mention the student leaders, most of them in this room right now, who have continued to inspire their fellow students, model exemplary behavior, and completed their academic year with dedication, commitment, and enthusiasm. Lastly, I would be remiss if I didn't thank and recognize the large number of non-teaching staff who play a vital role in the efficient running of a school and who have played an instrumental role in the production of this evening's program. And I'd like to ask for your round of applause for all the people who set this evening up. As we end this school year and look to our future as an academic institution, our challenge for the 2016-17 school year will be to continue to strive for achievement in the classroom. In order to do so, it is essential to fully implement our vision, fulfill our promise to our students and their families, and deliver to the city of Lorain what it deserves: state-of-the-art facilities, a dynamic learning community, and an educational center that provides a broad range of learning and opportunities for everyone. Once again, congratulations to all of the students in this room tonight, and thank you for being here. At this time, if you would please rise for the presentation of the colors by the Lorain High School Junior ROTC program.
Heart time. Heart. Color guard. Hold. Hut. Hey.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, I'd like to ask Deanne Cobbs to come forward and introduce our keynote speaker for this evening.
Good evening. I'll now be reading the business history of Mr. Mark Ballard. Mark A. Ballard is founder of Mark-San Records, which began in 1994. In 1974, Mark started with the Ballard Brothers as their drummer and continued to perform with the group over the years. In 1989, the group dismantled for different career options, and Mark returned to college to complete his undergraduate degree in business management. In 1989, Mark took a position as a sales director with All American in Elyria, Ohio, which sells new and refurbished football uniforms and gear. After 6 years with the company, Mark went into the production supervision with Ford Motor Company in 1993. During that time, Mark acquired his first Papa John's Pizza International franchise in Lorain, Ohio. In 1995, Mark started his recording business, Mark-San Records, at which time Mark signed his first artists to the label, the Ballards and Charles Woolfolk in Covenant. In 1998, Mark-San Records released its first project on Charles Woolfolk in Covenant. Mark went on to sign 5 new artists: Keith Leak, Danny Mac and his, Vision, Leanne Fain, and Shadana. Between the years of 1983 and 1999, Mr. Ballard opened 6 more Papa John's International's operations in Northern Ohio. In 1999, Mark signed many national quartet groups, such as the Lumsey Sisters and Kenny Lewis. Mark Ballard served in the capacity of district director for Congresswoman Betty Sutton for 5 years and was in a leadership role of several political campaigns. In 2011, Mark became service director for the city of Lorain. Mark is currently owner and operator of Commerce Group America in Avon Lake, Ohio, one of the country's only African-American-owned full-service third-party administrators. I'd like you guys to all give a warm welcome to Mark A. Ballard.
Well, hello to you all. Thank you. And I want you to all be aware that I know the Cavs kick off tonight, so we're not going to be here all night. Amen. Me either. Again, thank you all for this honor of inviting me here tonight. I am Mark Ballard. I'm a small business owner, a community organizer, and a political consultant. I'm the former chief of staff of Congresswoman Betty Sutton, and I am a school board member. I was born and raised right here in the city of Lorain. I attended Emerson Elementary School, on to Fairholme, Longfellow Junior High, and graduated as a Stillman at Lorain High School. Still have some Stillman somewhere around here, I'm sure. Standing here today, I can't help but look back to, as a kid, all of our parents either worked at the steel mill or the Ford plant, and I was always one to say, man, I just don't want to work at Ford. I just don't want to work at Ford. So exactly what I did, I went to work at Ford. My father was there, my uncles were there, and if you made it to Ford, you made it around here. That was everyone's goal. Those opportunities are now gone. At Ford, we learned how to work with people, a very diverse community, so it was just a vision of Lorain. We all live in this great America, and Lorain, I think, is the poster child for what we are as Americans. So that's what I think. I always wanted to own my business, always wanted to own my own business. So I struck out, my wife and I, in 1993 and just decided we were going to leave that good life of Ford Motor Company and take a risk and go out Ford Motor and go into Papa John's Pizza. Didn't know anything about pizza. I mean, I probably should have had a chicken joint or something because I was more in tune with that than I was a pizza place. But life was good. Life was good. So I did that for 11 years. I went on to sell. One thing that I wanted to make sure I emphasize, that all the things that I've done, I was prepared in the streets of Lorain in this Lorain City school system. And I wanted to let you all know you should be very, very proud in this town of our city and our school system, because we've developed and produced a lot of great leaders that have done wonderful things across this country. My point is I've experienced a lot of highs, some lows, but with the foundation that you have to bounce back around this community is what they teach. You've got to be tough and gritty and rugged to survive around here. And that's one of the things that you learn, the education that you got, not necessarily in the books. That was just the streets of Lorain. Good. For your generation, this class of 2016 and the generation that's coming along now, my generation is very judgmental of yours. So as I kind of evaluate what my generation has to say about you guys, I sit there and say, okay, what do you guys say about this generation that's coming on? So they say, this generation doesn't have the basic manners, include the simple phrases like yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. They say, don't have respect, don't know how to open up the doors for elders, is what they say about your generation. They say you listen to music that kind of degrades women, glorifies drugs and crime, is what they say. They say your generation must cuss to make your point because you don't know how to use your words to really express what you're thinking, how you're feeling. They say you honor and love people like Kim Kardashian, and you look down on guys like Tim Tebow, who stops after something good happens, and they say a little prayer. They say your generation is lazy, feel entitled, want to make a lot of money, don't really want to put the work in to do what it takes to make that money, is what our generation say about you. Not really willing to make friends, but you think if you can get some likes and a status on Facebook, it shows your popularity, is what they say about your generation. We don't respect our elders, we step on the flags, but none of us step up to volunteer in our communities, is what we say about your generation. What I say, we do have value. I say that my generation is wrong. I say there's more opportunities with this generation of kids that we have now, or young adults that we have right now, than we've ever had. Things that would take us weeks to study at the library, you guys can do it in a Google second and have all the information right there. That's amazing to me. I will say this. You have the tools to make an impact on our world. You have the tools to change the world. I think you all do actually care. I think what you say matters. I say let's break the stereotypes of what my generation say about you all. Let's prove that your parents have raised you well and make us all very proud here in 2016. Thank you, and let's go Cavs.
Good evening, everyone. We're going to get started with the presentation of awards. I'm Mrs. Falensky, one of the guidance counselors at Lorain High School. Welcome to our awards ceremony. Tonight we're going to begin with the freshmen, and after I call your name, please come up. And once you come up and get your award, you can step to the left where a picture will be taken. Please hold your applause until I've read all the names. We'll begin with the freshmen. Malaya Amador, Azaria Blair, James Davila, Hannah Hilko, Carissa Holcomb, Molly Codman, Marlena LaBoy, Demaya Leva, Alana Lopez, Karina Medina, Maya Pappas, Allison Otero, Kiera Riggins, Isabella Teeter, Destiny Torres. Marianne Vasquez. Our first year freshman. Next, we're going to announce the sophomores' first year award. Dominique Bennett. Ava Cologne. Hannah Cox. Tremaine Hurley. Skylar Garrison. Candelaria McDowell. Haviland Murray. James Rufo. Justin Sturgill. And Brandon Tolliver. First year sophomores. Second year sophomore award, Kansas Baker. Layla Carrion. Morgan Drews. Paul Greer. Trayvon Morgan. Melissa Pruitt. Daniel Seaman. Alexis Sexton. Rose Soto. And Evelyn Williams. Juniors, first year award, Marquay Blackwright, Danielle Delgado, Sierra LeBron, Emily Micheletti, Joshua Minnick, Heaven Nixon, Nora Pappas, Brianna Pfeiffer, Luis Rodriguez, Autumn Sexton, Brandon Sturgill, and Lindsay Williams. Second-year juniors, Savian Amador, Patricia Borg, Brianna Bracey, Araya Espedia, Ariana Horton, Reagan Osco, Rashanae Pratt, Emily Shelton, and Sly Worthy. Third-year juniors, Vincente Alicea, Jem Garcia, LaKoya Head, Jeremiah Jackson, Mayra Codman, Samuel Norwalk, Christopher Notley, Shalana Oyola, Caitlin Tillman, and Joshua Whitaker.
Good evening. My name is Joan Yarsa, and I'm the Library Media Specialist. And I want to thank you all for coming and congratulate all the award winners. And now we're going to present awards to the seniors, the class of 2016. First year award seniors, Rebecca Bender, Maria Bustamante, Curl Charisse, Jahida Chavez, Angelique Holland, Caleb Cobb, Sibmarie Ortiz, DeAnjay Payne, Danielle Price, and Andrea Vargas. It was a senior skip night. Yeah. Second-year award seniors. Lorain Alvarez. Rafael Bruno. Miranda Counts. Tomas Delgado. Kristen Di Bernardo. Mark Garcia. Mecca Jones. Lena Millsap. Justin O'Field. Alberto Otero. Brian Rivera. And Marcicia Rivera. Second-year seniors. Seniors third-year award. Deanne Cobbs. Kevin Davis. Connor Galloway. Micah Johnson. Emma Lutz. Peter Medina. Ashley Mott. Marcus Navarro. Alejandro Ortiz. And Cody Santoro. Congratulations, third-year award seniors. This next group, fourth-year award seniors, these seniors have been invited to the banquet all 4 years, freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. Quite an accomplishment. They've maintained their grades and academic achievement for 4 years. Brandon Bartolome, Xiomara Bustos, Dylan Gargas, Haley McCall, Erica Nickerson, Jasmine Rivera, Bailey Sand. And Samantha Silva. And I'd like to have Senior Tomas Delgado to come up. He's going to give us a few closing remarks.
Good evening. I'm Tomas, I'm a senior, so conclusion right now. Thanks to Lorain City School Administration, continue to make progress, make Lorain City School brighter and better school in Ohio. A special thanks to Mrs. Nelly Arocha Rivera, Mr. Mark Ballard, Mrs. Lucy Bangus, Mr. Joe Bach, Mrs. Gloria Coco, Mrs. Trina Felinsky, Mrs. Ray, Mr. Tim Jama, Lieutenant Colonel Owens and the JROTC cadets that came and did color guard, Mrs. Helen Pagan, Mr. Dino Pappas, Mrs. Joanne Yarsa, Mr. Bill Sergio, Dr. Jeffrey Graham, Mr. Tony DeMachia, and students for coming together and making a great academic banquet. Thanks to the teachers who push us to our greatest potential. Thank you, Lorain City Schools, for making great students. Thank you, parents, for making sure that we study for tests and make sure we get a good night rest. And thank you all for attending, and have a safe travel home, and let's go Cavs.
Before we go this evening, I would be remiss if I didn't thank one other person, and Tomas alluded to this particular individual who truly organizes this entire event. There's a lot of people that really help, but Mrs. Joan Yarsa, who is our media specialist at the high school, this is really her baby, and she does an incredible job. If you don't mind, please join me in thanking her for her effort. And just one last thing before we close this evening, the beautiful centerpieces that are on your tables were created by our Specialty Gifts and Awards program and store at Lorain High School by Mrs. Corjanis' program, and those are available to one lucky person sitting at the table. If you flip your program over, if you have a blue dot on the back of your program, that centerpiece goes home with you this evening. So enjoy it. Thank you, everyone, for coming this evening. Thank you for being a part of your child's life, and we appreciate you. Have a safe drive home. Thank you.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.
To purchase a high-quality copy of the program you just viewed, please call Lorain City Schools Television at 282-8400.